Ah, yes, the Bitcoin Maximalists. You may hear me refer to them on my channel as the Maxis, or more affectionately, the Maxi Pads. Is this feud between me and the Maximalists all good fun? Or is there actually bad blood between us? And more important, what the heck is a Bitcoin Maximalist? If you've ever seen me talk about Maximalists and want to know what they are, then this video is for you. Let's get it. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto. My name is Ben. Every day I show you how to make money in cryptocurrency. If you like money, then make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, guys, make sure to head on over to crypto4dudes.com. That's the number 4. This is where you will find my beginner course on cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. We've gotten a lot of really good feedback so far, so make sure you check it out. It's really geared towards beginners and helping you get your BTC legs underneath you in this world of crypto. This video is the next in our Bitcoin Explained series, where we go over some of the simple ideas and concepts in cryptocurrency you may not understand. And I know sometimes it feels like you're drinking from a fire hose when you're watching one of my videos or even a crypto video from one of my enemies.
Makes me see red.
This playlist allows you to slow down and get the information that you need in order to understand what the heck is happening and what some of those frequently used crypto words are and mean. Today, you're going to be learning about one of the things I hate the most in cryptocurrency, which are Bitcoin Maximalists. I'm going to tell you exactly what maximalism is and is not. Then, later in this video, I'm going to explain to you exactly why I hate maximalists, but not necessarily maximalism. That may not make a ton of sense to you right now, but it will, so make sure to stick around until the end of the video. Also, guys, take a pause and look at that cute little gray thumbs up button and then smash it. Repeat, smash the like button. Okay, let's get into it. First, let's start with the definition of Bitcoin Maximalist. According to Liquid.com, a Bitcoin Maximalist believes with unwavering conviction that Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency. In fact, only currency worth caring about. Most Maximalists also feel strongly that altcoins, which are any cryptocurrency that's not Bitcoin, are not just technically flawed, but are morally questionable. The irony is so thick here that you can cut it with a knife.
Or maybe a small sword.
But we will get to that later. The long and short of it is this. A Bitcoin Maximalist believes all other coins will die ugly deaths, and at the end of the day, Bitcoin will be the only cryptocurrency that survives, because it is both technically and morally superior. You can kind of think of them as a bunch of little crypto Hitlers, if you will. So really, from a strict interpretation, Orange Coin good, Fiat bad, altcoins bad, Uniswap degens bad. But there's a whole lot more here to unpack in order to understand why I have such huge problems with them. And I think this is what it all boils down to. Most maximalists cheer for altcoins to fail. They want to will them to failure. In the crypto market, where 1/3 of all the money is in altcoins, the BTC Maximalist wants to see altcoins go bust and their investors to reap certain doom. And they're extremely outspoken about that. I never understood wanting others to fail, and yet that's exactly what the average maximalist wants. They want pain and financial suffering to go to people. Why? Because they invested in something other than Bitcoin. And that drives me insane. I don't want the dollar to fail. I don't want the US economy to fail. Like, those are not great things in the world. A lot of people will get hurt, but the maximalist take is this. It's their choice. They deserve to get hurt for doing that. Let me relate this to a crazy story that happened to me just the other day. Now, instead of me telling you the story, just check out this TikTok I made about it on Monday. After my last TikTok, something pretty dramatic happened. All I did was stop at the gas station, get a Slim Jim, and some ranch sunflower seeds. And as I'm picking up my items, a man runs into the store and says there's a guy overdosing outside in the parking lot. He told the guy in the store, call 911, get somebody out here quick because this guy is dying. So I'm sitting there, I'm looking outside, I'm looking at the guy at the store, I'm looking outside, I'm looking at the guy at the store, and he literally is not doing anything. So I looked at him and I said, hey dude, there's somebody dying outside. Do you think you want to call 911? And he had the most non-responsive look in his face. And I said, I'll call him, okay? And he said, yeah, you go ahead and call him, buddy. So I call 911 and I stay outside while they're doing CPR to this guy. And, you know, he obviously overdosed on some pretty heavy stuff. I know what it is. I don't think I can say it on TikTok. So the 911 operator, she told me all the best practices. We had to lay him down flat. We couldn't give him orange juice, had to count his breathing, and then we had to tell her when he was breathing and things like that. And finally, the paramedics arrived and they got the Narcan. I think he's going to be okay. The point is, what's wrong with some of y'all? How can you see somebody dying and not do anything? And of course, guys, make sure to go follow me on TikTok, by the way. You can find me by searching @FactCEO. I'm a YouTuber by day, TikToker by night, bullfighter by weekend. But in that story, the Maximalists are the guy in the store who would not call 911. I know you guys weren't there when this happened, but here's the deal. The guy was not going to call them no matter what. He looked at the situation as it was not his problem. And I couldn't believe the comments on that TikTok. There were so many people saying the guy overdosing was responsible for himself, and it's okay to literally watch him die because he did drugs. Like, have you never done anything stupid in your life? Have you never overindulged in anything, my little Minecraft addicts? If an overweight person is dying of a heart attack, would you just sit there and watch it happen? Here's what it boils down to. Some people are just weak, and I get that. But to be totally okay watching someone die, I just cannot understand that. The Maximalists believe that because you made the decision to invest in altcoins, you deserve suffering. It blows me away. Sounds like a religion. But this is the attitude that they have. And they are the most pompous, toxic jerks in the entire space. Now, let me be clear. I have a few friends like Brecky who are Maximalists, and I tolerate their extreme views. I love him. And I think I also have to make a bold distinction between the hardline Bitcoin Maximalists, as I call them, and people who are Maximalish. The hardline Maximalists are the people who are toxic. The people who are Maximalish believe that Bitcoin is superior due to its technicals, fundamentals, and security. The difference is that they're smart enough to realize that in a world where almost $150 billion are invested into altcoins, some will survive and actually might serve a purpose. There's just too much money in this space for them all to fail. How many will survive? Well, that's anybody's guess. Some believe 10, some believe 50, some believe hundreds, and some believe in a fully tokenized world with more than thousands of tokens. I actually tend to believe in the last theory, where having your own token will be as common as gift cards or having your own website. But that's just my gut feeling. Now listen, there are sane, normal people who believe that Bitcoin is dominant and will be the last coin standing. And I can listen to that argument. I disagree, but I get where they're coming from. I mean, Bitcoin has the first mover advantage. My hatred toward the Maximalist is dedicated specifically at the hardline Maximalists for their toxic maximalinity. I made that word up. Pompous people like Saifedean Amos, Pierre Rocher, Anton Vase, Jimmy Song. They're some of the worst humans in this space. The way they attack people for diversified investments and encroaching on their morally superior high ground makes me sick. Meanwhile, you have probably the most respected person in this space, Andreas Antonopoulos, who believes in free competition, and he's not a maximalist. That should tell you something. Let me reveal to you why most people are hardline maximalists if they are. They don't want you to get rich, because they already are. They have become the very people who they originally started out against. The 1%ers who hoard all the wealth and are elitists. Tone Vase, Jimmy Song, Saifedean, and Pierre Rocher have become the pompous elitists themselves. They're already rich. This guy, Pierre, refused to ride on a promotional bus with me and several other crypto influencers last year because some of us talk about altcoins. Can you get more pretentious than that? Refusing to be in the presence of someone inferior to you? I haven't seen anything that extreme since 1941 when the Aryan race was the most popular thing going. Don't worry, I didn't make it to that club either, Pierre Rocher. You have to understand, the biggest opportunity to get rich in Bitcoin is over. You can still make money in it, of course, but the biggest opportunity has passed, period. Altcoins offer people bigger chances for gains, and they hate that. Like, if Bitcoin 100x from here, it would be over $1 million and a market cap of like 20 trillion by itself. Probably not going to happen soon, but hey, it could. But some of the smaller caps around $1 million could easily get to $100 million in cap. Plenty have done it. We see it all the time. And some of them could even get to $1 billion in a huge bull run like we're about to see. A 1000x for Bitcoin does not exist. There isn't that much money in the world. These pompous elitist maximalists want to hold you down so they can make all the money and stay elite. I don't blame the individual players on the Philadelphia Eagles because their fans are super rude and annoying in general. I mean, they're known for that. They threw snowballs at Santa Claus and beer bottles at ladies. I don't blame Bitcoin for these maximalists. But I can say the toxicity coming from the maximalist is so bad that it does turn me off to Bitcoin a bit. But I respect it, and believe it or not, I actually am sitting on some Bitcoin right now. I haven't moved over to Ethereum for the first time in forever. The next time one of these idiots says something elitist, I'll just throw up instead of trading my Bitcoin. Which side of the fence do you fall on? Let me know down below in the comments. That's all I got. Be blessed.
BitBoy out.